The garden at this time of the year is beginning to ripen. The shallots are nearly ready for harvesting. The young robins are beginning to all orange up and getting feisty. And of course, the cucumbers are going mad. One thing that we always have at the end of the summer is a barbecue with some special burgers. And you can't have special burgers without pickle. So today we're going to make pickled cucumber. So on this board we have some chopped onion in C shapes, which are really important, 2 chopped cloves of garlic, and we also have some medium hot pepper, which will make the jar look nice, but also give some wonderful flavour. This is the variety Bush Champion. It produces good, fat, slicing cucumbers and is really easy to grow. We started these from seed probably around about the end of April, early May, and this will continue to produce brilliant cucumbers all the way through the summer. The only problem with them is that they become a little bit invasive and they grow everywhere. So as long as you keep them well fed and well trimmed, they are a perfect cucumber to actually make pickled cucumbers with. And we're going to slice them into around about 4mm rounds. The idea of pickling is to remove as much water as possible from the vegetable or fruit or whatever it is that you're pickling. So we start by slightly dressing the pickle with salt, and this will draw out some of the water. We're going to leave it for about an hour, maybe 2, depending on what happens during the course of the day. But this should bring out quite a reasonable amount of liquid, and then we're going to replace that liquid with our pickling mix. So into our pan goes a mixture. This is 250 ml of ordinary white malt vinegar and 250 ml of white wine vinegar, and that's just to let down some of the harshness of the malt vinegar. We'll set our hob to boil, and then we've got 125 ml of water. Now, along with that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. I've used brown sugar, gives a nice colour and a lovely flavour. 1 tablespoon of sea salt. 3 cloves. See them there, 3 cloves, and then in with our onions, our peppers and our garlic. Now you'll see, if we go down a little bit, where the pickle is, right in the corner you can see hopefully some liquid in there, and this has come out of the cucumbers having been drawn out by the salt. Now don't worry about all of the salt that we put on there, because they're going to be washed off and then added to our pickle once it's come to the boil. The pickling liquid is now ready, so we're going to add our cucumber, and we're going to cook them on a very, very low light for around about 2 to 3 minutes. when you add your cucumbers, it will cool down the liquid and make everything nice and pickly. Make sure that everything is covered. And then we will transfer into our sterile jar. And having filled it up, we're now going to add our juices and as much of the peppers and onions as we can get out. Now fill the jar to the very top of the neck, and having done so, give it a tap. Wobble it about, give it a tap to dislodge any of the air bubbles. Then on with our mason jar lid, and then the securing ring. And remember, this is really, really hot. It can be allowed to go cool if you're only going to keep them for a few weeks, or if you're going to keep them for 6 months or more, put them in a pan of boiling water and simmer that for about 15 minutes. Don't forget, cucumbers have a very long season, so you could be doing this all the summer through.